guys are frickin' defending this. I want to be clear. I'm sick of anti-Semitism. I'm sick of racism. There are white racists, nationalists who hate black people. Some of them are around President Trump, even though I think he's a great friend of the black community, but he has those voices. We have Tucker Carlson.
You go ahead and you provoke problems with people. I've literally seen you do this. You go up to people, you provoke them, and they tell you fuck off, and then you get mad and you yell anti-Semitism. Quite literally, what I want to hear is this. Rabbi Shmuley, until you can actually call people liars for what they say, no one cares about anti-Semitism anymore. You guys run around, use it for everything. We're tired of it. Stop trying to browbeat us and virtue signal saying, oh, that's anti-Semitic. How about this? When you can call someone a liar for what they're saying, then we'll start taking you more seriously. Other than that, you're fucking dildo rabbi.
All right, Zuby, your turn. Okay. Yeah, and Rabbi Shmuley, I would say that look, I'm a big fan of Elon Musk, and I'm a big fan of his free speech defense, which I think he's been very proactive in. But I think he's discovered it is very complicated sometimes, because there's no doubt to me that if any ordinary person had been spewing what Kanye was spewing, they'd have been suspended very quickly, as they would be on any social media platform. And what struck me as astonishing, I even directly posted to Elon saying, can you please do something about this? This guy is doing this with utter impunity and quite deliberately testing your limits of what free speech are. And the truth is, there are limits. That's why the First Amendment has limits to it. You know, and that's why you've got to have some limits. Otherwise, people do what Kanye West did, which, by the way, he was doing it to 32 million people, Rabbi Shmuley. So 32 million people were seeing a very high-profile rap star boasting about being a Nazi, boasting about loving Hitler, boasting about wanting to, or ordering people, instructing them to make Jews be their slaves and whip them, saying that bitches deserve to get slapped, trying to sell T-shirts with domestic crimes on them. All of this, I thought, was just completely outrageous, and not a matter of free speech, but a matter of somebody literally spewing violent and criminal rhetoric.
Well, first of all, we all saw the tweets that Kanye West made recently, but he didn't say if the shirts that he had was the same shirt symbol on it that Cassie wore in the video that she was assaulted in. He didn't make shirts with pictures of crime scenes on it. From my understanding, that I haven't seen anything like that. Again, what I did see is he had the actual shirt of the shirt that Cassie had when she was assaulted, and that's what Kanye is selling online, which is distasteful, but it's just a big troll. So it wasn't shirts of crime scene. And he's not telling people to go enslave people. He was telling people what he thinks should happen as a result of a certain demographic of people, because that's his belief. Those are very different things. Piers is kind of exaggerating what was said in really kind of straw manning and being a no true Scotsman in terms of what was actually said. But we'll continue here. I digress.
I also like Elon Musk, and I'm very grateful to him for having gone to Israel right after the October 7th attacks, being escorted by the Prime Minister of Israel himself, Benjamin Netanyahu, to see the women that were raped, that were beheaded, families that were burnt alive. I was there 1 week after the attacks as well. But I also agree with you that this is absolutely unacceptable. I saw your tweet, Piers, and that's why I wanted to come on the show. You know, Zuby, and wait just a second. Zuby and Myron, you seem like very decent guys. So
Myron, you can respond to it when he's finished talking.
So let me speak. I believe respectfully that this interview will live in shame for the two of you for the duration of your careers. Am I really hearing, first of all, from you, Myron, that he was joking when he said he beats up women? Ha ha, I beat my wife Bianca, and that's funny? What?
So again, this guy, Rabbi Shmuley, is a tool, man. He's an absolute joke. Kanye West never said he beats up his wife. He beats her up, he beats women. I beat my wife. He never said that. That's an absolute lie. What he said is, witches with a B and not a W should get smacked. And, you know, some people feel that way, you know, that good people shouldn't get hit, but people who don't act good, which is what that word insinuates, should get what they deserve. And that's his perspective. And some people, men or women, actually believe that exactly same thing. That's actually not very controversial at all. So, but the fact that he's saying that Kanye West said he beats women, he beats his wife, that's a lie. This guy's just making up stuff. Kanye West did not say that.
Is funny about beating up a woman? What is funny about threatening violence against a people who in the lifetime of my mother were gassed at a rate of 10,000 a day and turned into ash? This interview, respectfully, will be on your highlight career, living in infamy. It is not funny to murder 1.5 million children. It is not funny to rampage through the Jewish community surrounding Gaza, beheading Jews.
And Rabbi Shmuley here is talking to Myron as if Myron said these things. Myron didn't say these things. Myron is just saying that he is a supporter of free speech, and he's a supporter of satirical talk. Myron didn't say these things. So there's no reason for Rabbi Shmuley to berate Myron as if Myron is the one saying these things. He's not.
Jews and non-Jews, including Thai workers with spades, I saw their beheaded bodies. For God's sake, there's real consequences to this hate. There used to be an alliance between the black and Jewish communities, knowing that we were hated for no reason other than the fact that we were different. I ask you, Zuby, you believe in free speech completely? If I'm David Duke and I'm saying, in 1964 in Birmingham, Alabama, we blew up churches, the Klan, and we burned 4 young black girls alive. Let's go do it again. Let's organize it. This coming Sunday, 3 o'clock, we're going to burn those black girls alive. And you're going to say, well, he has a right to say, give me a break.
Well, first of all, that is not equal to what Kanye West said. Kanye West didn't say anything like that. Kanye West made an opinion about particular group, which were the J 3-letter word people, but he didn't say let's organize and go out there and put them all to death. He didn't say that. So him making a comparison to David Duke saying let's go out tomorrow and put some people to death is not equivalent argument. This guy does not know this guy does not know how to argue. He does not know how to have a conversation. He is not a good debater. You're like all over the place. You're not able to make tenable arguments at all.
What you're going to say is that this man is a disgusting, filthy, excuse me, a disgusting, filthy racist. Now, wait, now just a second.
Go for it.
Kanye did not incite violence. He confessed to violence. He said, I beat up women. And Myron, who the heck are you to say that he didn't mean it? Do you have evidence? You mean he's lying and you're telling the truth? We saw what happened with Diddy. And by the way, the only person here with any dignity in this debate is Choke No Joke, who's saying that this is offensive to black men. Do you guys not understand this is feeding every stereotype of black rappers? I love the black community. The greatest American of the 20th century was Martin Luther King, who died so that people could have dignity. But that's not what a lot of people think. A lot of people think that rappers are into using the word B-I-T-C-H-E-S, and Kanye says I'm a billionaire. And Choke No Joke comes along and says this is offensive to the stereotypes of black men. And it is. And you guys are frickin' defending this. I want to be clear. I'm sick of anti-Semitism. I'm sick of racism. There are white racists, nationalists who hate black people. Some of them are around President Trump, even though I think he's a great friend of the black community, but he has those voices. We have Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson denies the Holocaust, and yet he's in the president's ear. He denies the Holocaust.
All right,
please, stop defending hatred.
Okay, I want to come to Joke No Joke in a moment, but I think it's only fair and right that I go to both the people you've just spray gunned and get them to respond. So Myron, your response to Rabbi Shmuley.
Yeah, again, I find it incredible that he's over here so critical of Kanye West, right? About, he beats his wife, whatever. Meanwhile, you're walking around with a war criminal that's killed hundreds of thousands of innocent people, bombed them indiscriminately, etc. I find it very interesting that you're so hardcore on Twitter about some tweets that may or may not have been a joke, more than likely a joke. Anyone that has common sense, sarcasm, dark humor, etc., versus you're running around with someone that's literally a war criminal wanted by the ICC that's killed tens of thousands of innocent children, right? And then you're over here calling for censorship. I'm tired of anti-Semitism. I'm tired of racism. People like you are the fucking problem, because here's the thing. Americans are tired of censorship. We're tired of being browbeat into being virtue-signaling losers like you, who always sit there and try to rage people and say, you go ahead and you provoke problems with people. I've literally seen you do this. You go up to people, you provoke them, and they tell you fuck off, and then you get mad and you yell anti-Semitism. Quite literally, what I want to hear is this. Rabbi Shmuley, until you can actually call people liars for what they say, no one cares about anti-Semitism anymore. You guys run around, use it for everything. We're tired of it. Stop trying to browbeat us and virtue signal saying, oh, that's anti-Semitic. How about this? When you can call someone a liar for what they're saying, then we'll start taking you more seriously. Other than that, you're a fucking dildo rabbi.
All right, Zuby, your turn.
Okay. May I respond?
You can reply in a
May I
moment. Zuby to respond.
I mean, I got to admit, if you look at Zuby's about to bust out laughing. If I was there right now, I'd probably be busting out laughing.
From now on, Rabbi Smoothie, you're dildo smoothie. I mean, because what he's saying is just a joke. It's just an absolute joke. You know, and the hypocrisy is real. And as we see, continuing the video, it's absolutely insane.
On to you first. Zuby?
All right, I'm going to keep it calm. I'm going to take the high ground here because that was a heck of a lot of straw manning going on there, because you know that I did not support what was said. I did not support anything hateful. And I actually very clearly said that I don't support inciting violence. And in fact, that is a clear violation. So you can try to straw man my position, but people can listen to this interview.
You did say that. I heard you very clearly say that.
Freedom of speech means racism. It means anti-Semitism.
It doesn't. Yeah, but the trouble is, Myron, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean you incite violence. That's the line.
Myron, I didn't interrupt you. Myron, let me interrupt you. Myron, let me respond calmly. Myron, let me respond calmly, please. This is speaking over each other doesn't serve the interests of the public, please.
I understand that, but I'm saying
why don't you finish interrupting me and then I'll speak.
Okay, because you've been yapping the whole time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Myron, thank you. Myron, thank you.
Don't talk over each other because nobody can hear what anyone's saying.
Okay, Myron, thank you for showing your true colors. You believe that when Jews defend themselves against genocidal acts of violence, that we are the genocidaires. We Jews are never victims. You said that I provoke anti-Semitic attacks. I was recently attacked by someone while I was working on the acceptance speech of one of President Trump's cabinet picks, by the way, it's because he's a friend, did it as a favor, when a crazy Islamist came over and threatened to murder me. It was filmed, it was watched by tens of millions of people. You believe the Jews are never the victims of anti-Semitism. They are the, they are the culprits of anti-Semitism. They're the culprits. We invite anti-Semitism. This is the oldest, you have to let me speak. This is the oldest anti-Semitic trope in the book, that we Jews want to shake down the world for money because we're money obsessed. You are saying exactly what Kanye said. Now, I wouldn't stop you from saying it. You're a Kanye supporter because you agree with his ideology, and I have no problem with you saying it because you're not calling for me to be whipped. You're not calling for me to be enslaved. So you can say it.
At one hand, you're saying, well, you're not saying that I need to be enslaved or whipped, which Kanye made remarks like that. But then on the second hand, you say, well, I don't have that much of a problem with you because you don't believe what Kanye West, because you haven't said the things that Kanye West has said. It doesn't make any sense. That's paradoxical. So one moment you're saying Myron is a Kanye supporter, which he's not. He just says he supports free speech. And then on the second hand, you're saying, well, I'm not that angry or upset with you. I don't dislike you that much because you don't actually say the things that Kanye is saying. What are you saying? What's coming out of your mouth is opposite. You're saying opposite things all at the same time. You're making no sense.
You are a Jew hater and you have a right to be a Jew hater. I agree with, because I'm a free speech absolutist. But Kanye West says, I beat women.
Rabbi Shmuley, you're not a free speech absolutist because you don't believe in free speech when people critique you in your religion and things about it. That's not an absolute free speech advocate. So that's absolute lie. You don't believe in it.
Women. His wife was ordered by him to strip naked. You're opposed to pornography and you support what he did at the Grammys to that poor abused woman. Let me ask.
Everybody keeps saying Kanye made her do it. Kanye said he didn't make her do it, and she even said he didn't make her do it. Let's be real. Nowadays, with women's liberation and feminist movements, women do whatever they want to do, and they don't want men to even say anything, whether you're married to them or not. Women don't listen to their husbands. We live in the 21st century. Women do not listen to what their husbands say. Women do whatever the hell they want to do. So, look at some of the most single women in Hollywood. They all get naked. All of them get naked in public. Kim Kardashian, Mariah Carey, Loverboy videos with her booty cheeks hanging down. Cardi B. The list goes on. Megan Thee Stallion. All of these women get naked. All of them get naked. And they don't listen to any men. They don't listen to anything men say. So I don't think she was influenced by Kanye West. I think she just wanted to get naked because that's just what women of the 21st century do. They don't cover themselves. They don't dress modestly. They get nude on TV all the time. What are you talking about?
Ask you, Myron, why don't you speak out against what Kanye did to his wife if you hate pornography?
Again, I don't like pornography. I don't support it, right? You don't have to agree with someone 100% to still be able to defend them. Like I said before, there's people that hold views that I dislike, but I'll defend their ability to say it because I have freedom of speech. Whether it's racist, it's anti-Semitic, or whatever else, term people want to use, I believe in freedom of speech, and that means protecting speech that you might not like. Also, you lied. You walked up to Sneeko, you tried to provoke him during the election night, and he ended up embarrassing you. So you do go up and try to instigate arguments with people, and then you call it anti-Semitism when they respond to you.
Okay, let me get a choke, no joke. Hang on. Choke, no jokes, be waiting very patiently.
Yeah, so as you see, Rabi Shmuley is an absolute joke. He has inconsistent logical points. He's all over the place. He's absolute ridiculous. He says he's a free speech absolutist. He's not a free speech absolutist at all, because he has a problem with free speech. Most people of his community actually don't like critiques about their religion or anything that has to do with them, and it shows in this particular argument. So hopefully you like this video. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. We have more videos coming up soon. See you on the next video.